Hello friends, it pleases me to welcome your presence on this digital platform on behalf of Department of English, KKM College Manwath. Considering the need of quality education and also to disseminate the knowledge among different social classes in the vicinity of Manwath, the college, with its rural background, was established in the year 1972. Since its establishment, the college has been taking all possible efforts to remain active in the process of quality enhancement through a focus on student-centric activities. The Department of English takes a lead to keep students at the center by keeping in mind the need of students in the region. Therefore, the department has been conducting the activities such as spoken and written English classes, film club, and book club for last few years. Book club is a platform where students can read, share, and review books. The students are expected to listen, talk, and suggest on various books. In this way, it may boost skill-based learning, encourage reading culture, and assist their overall development. I hope that you would encourage our students through your active listening and noteworthy suggestions. Thank you. Friends, wish you all a very happy 74th Independence Day. We are much pleased indeed to announce the commencement of second round of book club on this auspicious occasion. Your constant showering of love in form of valuable comments, suggestions has really increased our interest to begin with this new chapter of book club. The first round began with Prem Chavan's live presentation on the book Leaves of My Life, written by Meera Borwankar, an inspirational journey of a woman who becomes IPS officer by overcoming all kinds of prejudiced gender notions. Vishakha Joshi's review on Wings of Fire of Dr. K.K.M explored the journey of this missile man, a great patriot amidst constant tests and trials. The third presentation by Ashish Jadhav on the power of habit highlighted how good habits can change our life altogether. The review of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, a classic of Robin Sharma by Pratiksha Gonge, illustrated the journey of an individual from self-centric entrepreneur to selfless monk in a very interesting manner. Geeta Kale, in her review of The Diary of a Young Girl, written by Anne Frank, elaborated the dreams of an adolescent who survived in million herds through her diary. Prem Chavan's review of the bestseller The Alchemist brought to our notice the matter of fact that trust in self can change anybody's life. Presentation on A Comparison of Women and Men by Saraswati Bhise focused a need of a society based on gender equality. Somnath Chinskar's review on Yuvraj Singh's autobiography, The Test of My Life, commented how this courageous cricketer defeated the enemy in form of cancer, whereas Chanchal Barhate's scholarly review of Annihilation of Caste documented Dr. Ambedkar's vision of decaste of Indian society. Nisha Ghagarmale took us to the sacred place of Anandvan through her touchy presentation on Sadhanatai Amte's Samidha. Hari Shemde attempted a brief review of Turning Point of Dr. Kalam in simple words. Pooja Jamdade discovered The Other Side of Partition through her review on Khushwant Singh's classic Train to Pakistan. The last presentation of the first round by Rutuja Sarkari on Believe in Yourself stated a need of trust and confidence in human life. Our students tried their level best to review these books. They would certainly improvise and put a step ahead in terms of quality, because quality is a continuous process. Thank you.
Hello friends, myself Vishakha Joshi. I am a B.A second year student. This is my second presentation under book club activity initiated by Department of English, KKM College Manwath. I would like to interact with you through this digital mode. Today I am going to present before you review of a very interesting book, Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor Frankl. Before reviewing the book, it's very essential for everyone to know about the author of the book. Viktor Frankl was born on 26 March 1905. He was an Austrian neurologist and a psychiatrist and a Holocaust survivor of Auschwitz concentration camp. He was a founder of logotherapy. He is most noted for his best-selling book Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor Frankl, which is based on his experiences from various Nazi concentration camps during World War II. This book is based on the light of socio-political situation, exposes the tyranny, inhumanity, continued for a long period of time and became the dark phase in history. External details of the book. Viktor Frankl wrote this book over a 9-day period. This book, originally titled The Psychologist's Experiences, the Concentration Camp, was first published in German in 1946. This book had 75 pages and it is translated into 24 languages. This book is among the 10 most influential books in America. This book is collaboration of Frankl's personal experiences and stories and references to other external forerunners. There are many pathological terms have been used in this book, which are well explained by the author. We have a question that why this book? Human beings in a suffering tend to feel hopeless with the deep sense of failure. Man's search for meaning, help during such time. It's highly probable that one would find solution to their depressed feeling if the book reads actively. This book stands out extraordinarily, as Frankl himself was, by narrating his life instances from the Auschwitz concentration camp. Frankl gives us This book is absolutely treasure. There are few such explicit, overwhelming and absolutely honest accounts of life in the concentration camp. Frankl's description of emotional, spiritual and social dynamics of his experiences, that of other prisoners, is tremendously humbling and beautiful. His talks and books are the most inspiring on finding meaning in suffering of life. Content. This book is divided into two major parts. The first half discusses the Frankl's experiences from various Nazi concentration camps, and the second half is about the amazing discovery of Frankl, that's logotherapy. In the first section, Frankl describes the brutality every prisoner faced at the concentration camp, Frankl being one of them for 3 years. He begins by explaining how a prisoner passes through 3 major phases in the concentration camp, and also how each phase transforms the prisoners' previous lives and how they develop various pathologies. As Frankl put it, a man who could not see the end of his provisional existence was not able to aim at an ultimate goal in life. The most inspiring for all of us were some truly kind souls that Frankl came across in the concentration camp. Those people who don't have sufficient food for them, but still they went on comforting others by giving away their last piece of bread. This shows us they may have few in number in that concentration camp or in the world, but they offer sufficient proof that everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human's freedom, to choose one's own attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. If we came to think about Frankl's own survival in that extremely horrible atmosphere, even when he lost almost everything, his living, his freedom, his family, his home, and his loved ones, but still he is alive. There are many times in the concentration camp where he wanted to give up, but throughout the book, Frankl deeply talk about his own survival, of his own why. Frankl told us, the man, those people who have why to live can bear with almost any harm. On his journey, he observed various choices, mindset of the people who survived in World War II and those who didn't. The big idea of the book to make meaning out, we can make meaning out of any situation, including the worst condition. Example, he told us that when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Frankl argues that we cannot avoid suffering, but we can choose how to cope with it, how to change with it, to find meaning in it, and move on with the renowned purpose in life. At the end of section 1, an active reader realizes the true meaning of mercy in life. Talking about the second section, it's all about logotherapy. Frankl liberally introduced every concept of logotherapy. For better understanding, he describes the therapy process and techniques with some great excellent figurative examples and case studies. Language. If we came to think about the language of the book, it's crispy, logical, and moreover philosophical in nature. It makes the narrative more interesting and appealing. Limitation of the book. The logotherapy suggested in the book doesn't allow easily. It's a cognitive inquiry. It's a philosophical approach to human inner world. Otherwise, the spirit of the idea, it's a noteworthy. Now moving to the conclusion, I find man's search for meaning speaks all about hope, confidence, and moreover an unbeaten trust over oneself. We have an ability to rise above all sufferings. In that way, makes sense that why we are in the world and why should we continue in it, believing the best in us. I strongly recommend this book because throughout the book, Frankl implicitly raises some questions that what we have in our life if we have nothing of the world. Who are we if we don't have our degrees, our names, our family, or some or all of this taken from us? What defines us? What keeps us going and why? This book helps us to get the answer. There are a lot of people in the world who are searching of their real purpose in the world. This book helpful for those. Also, if you are going through tough time, remember that it may take time to realize, but you are loved, worthy, and a fighter. Difficulties and problems are part of our lives. It occurs in our life to develop us in many ways, to make us the better version of ourselves. It really doesn't matter how many times you fall or you get failed. Always rise like a phoenix, and most importantly, take care of yourself, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. We are living in a hyper-connected, busy society where it's very easy to get lost, depressed, and compare yourself others constantly. But it's all about yourself. You have to put yourself before others. Live the life that makes you happy. Don't impress others. Just be yourself. Thank you.